All right, so first off, Spider-Man Miles Morales, they showed off that in the press conference. Liked it, thought it was good, but there was one eensy beensy problem, and that was towards the end of the video, where PlayStation so sneakily tried to put it in small text so everybody wouldn't see it. Hell, like even I myself almost completely missed it. But
Yeah,
that
I didn't
PlayStation
know that
game,
either. So
yeah, that
she told me.
PlayStation 5 game is going to be playable, and like you can play that on your already PlayStation 4 that you already own. So it's not an exclusive. So for the people who were thinking about buying this PlayStation 5 just off the strength of buying Spider-Man Miles Morales, do not, okay? It is available for your already established PlayStation 4. So what? You may be missing the variable refresh rate, 4K, and all that extra jazz, but again, you guys don't care about that, right? I mean, you don't care about 60 frames per second, you don't care about ray tracing, you don't care about 4K, so that should be no problem for you. Now, for the people who are fanboys about this, I'm glad Sony did this to you, because you're stupid. Stop being a fanboy. It gets you nowhere. It gets you nowhere. And these fanboys were literally praising, like, oh yeah, we got Spider-Man as exclusive, haha. Xbox got nothing, and Halo got delayed, haha, this and that. Well, guess what? Your supposed Spider-Man exclusive for PS5 is not so exclusive anymore. So, yeah, by your own logic, Sony doesn't have any exclusives anymore either. So, neither console has exclusive on launch.
Speaking of Sony not really having that many exclusives, a lot of their games that they showed at the whole event was actually going to be on PC. So let that sink in as well too. A lot of people was thinking that, hey, these are going to be console exclusives. They even did that with this game called Deathloop, and Deathloop is also going to be on PC as well. So again, a lot of these games that they showed, we already seen already. They showed Resident Evil 8, which is also a multi-plat. They also showed Harry Potter, which is also a multi-plat. So it just comes off as Sony just showing a bunch of games that we already know, as well as showing Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which is going to be a multi-plat. But since they have this deal with Microsoft, since they have a deal with Sony, they're going to have a free weekend of the beta, so they get to play the multiplayer for a weekend, which is cool, I guess. But that's really much it. If you're not really getting much anything besides like little DLCs, little hints of stuff here and there, but when it comes down to exclusives, there really much isn't any anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, because exclusives are dead. Just deal with it. Exclusives are nothing more than ammo for little fanboys to go back and forth over which is the better piece of plastic. I need to grow up. Like a lot of y'all grown men having a conversation on which is the better console. Y'all have full kids and wives, and y'all worried about which company is the best, as if it's like a football team or something. Bro, it's not. Either way, these companies still win whether you like their products or not. You're still, like they're still gonna be around. I don't see it's like, oh well, I like this company because they're winning this imaginary console war that I'm not a part of, and I have zero stocks in either of these. It's the stupidest thing possible. But back to the whole Spider-Man situation, that is hilarious. That is honestly hilarious, because Sony tried to pull a fast one on them, and immediately after I saw that, I instantly made a comment basically paraphrasing what they did. Well, not even paraphrasing, I literally just said the same thing that it said in the fine print, which was very small, by the way. It says also available on PS4, and I just literally put that in bold text in below the comment section on the YouTube video, and it had a lot of people thanking me for saving their money because they thought that Sony was forcing them to go out and buy a PS5 just for that game. Let's be honest.
I mean, well, in a way they were.
In
a way they were. I mean, they were kind of forcing people to buy it. 100%. Yeah, they were forcing people to buy the console because they made it as a exclusive PS5 launch title. And everybody was like, well, this is the only game that I want to play, which I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of the people too. Like, when I first saw Miles Morales at the first PlayStation event, I was like, yo, I'm sold. Like, this game looks fire. And this is like, okay, well, you needed a PS5 to play this game. And then lo and behold, boom, you really don't need to have a PS5 to play this particular title. And it's funny because they didn't have two versions. There's one which is the $50 version, and there's a $70 version. So this $50 version is the regular base model game, while the $70 version will give you three DLC, also like a remastered version of Spider-Man, which is the one with Tony Parker. So I mean, you're really not getting much anything if you buy this game on the next gen console besides like better resolution and frame rate. But it's still, if you have a working PS4, I mean, you could just save the money right now and just get it on your base model PS4 at the point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's funny you mentioned the whole remaster thing, because didn't they preach about backwards capability, that the PS5 will be able to play backwards? That's weird. Where's that at? I haven't seen that in the press conference, even though I haven't watched the whole thing.
They have been very quiet about a lot of things. Like, we haven't heard a lot about backwards cap. We haven't heard about which SSD they're using, which brand they partnered with. And there also is no teardown videos. So we don't even know what the inside of the PS5 even look like. And people are already going crazy about the pre-order of this particular console.
Let's be honest here. Not even half. Majority, like 85%, if that higher, are just hyped fanboys who don't really give a damn about the console that they're buying.
And that's the biggest problem.
They see PlayStation, they hit pre-order. That's just how it is.
Right.